Hello, everybody. Tech Talks with Tim at Durloy Technologies, and to say I'm excited again. I just, I go week to week and I try to figure out how can I outdo last week or the previous video. And I think I've upped my game. I've got the executive vice president of the Steel Founders visiting with me today, Mr. Raymond Monroe. Um, we're gonna do we're gonna do several episodes of different things. At the end of this one, I'll give you kind of the cliffhanger of what our next one will be. But for those of you who may not have a clue what steel founders are, how they benefit not just us as foundries, but different customers who use us. Raymond's going to share that with us this morning. So, with that, Raymond, the floor is yours.
Thanks, Tim. Thanks. I'm excited about talking to you. We have a long-standing, deep relationship with Dorloy going back more than 30 years. Our technical vice president for 25 years, Malcolm Blair, actually came to Duraloy from the UK and worked there as the technical person for several years. And so we have a long-standing, deep relationship with Duraloy. Steel Founder Society is really a historic and traditional organization. We were founded in 1902. The first steel casting in North America was made in 1861. So our industry is 160 years old. We were founded in 1902. So next year we'll be 120 years old. And I've been working for the society for about 40 years. So I've been here about a third of the time that the society has existed.
Hey,
And so
can I
it's
stop you
really,
real quick? Let me just tell you something. With that said, Durloy is celebrating our 100th anniversary this year.
yes, and that's wonderful. Yeah, and we normally try and recognize people who've made it to 100 years. We have a number of companies that have been members for over 100 years now,
Wow.
and so it's really terrific. And the Steel Founder Society's always had sort of a unique culture. We're really unusual. Most trade associations are platforms that allow the suppliers to interact, the people who supply the industry with the people who do the manufacturing. And then the association spends a lot of its effort trying to do marketing or government affairs to try and make the environment better for the plants that operate. And the Steel Founder Society, um, most of the plants are small and medium-sized enterprises, and the industry is highly technical because we make proprietary products out of special alloys of unique shapes. And so every component we make requires technology. And Steel Founder Society, we've really only had members that were operating foundries. And so you have to be someone who produces steel castings to be a member. And so we have a really unique community, a culture of people who share things with each other. As you know, you've been to one of our technical meetings. Our members share pre-competitive technology with each other and are very open at discussing what they're doing and how they're doing to try to make the industry as a whole better. We started after World War II. We hired a person who had developed the steel technology, Charlie Briggs, and we started doing the research and development. And so we've been the leader in technology development for steel castings and castings in general. And so we have well over 100 research reports. As I was telling you a little earlier, we're managing millions of dollars of research at all the leading steel universities. And so our goal is to make sure that Duraloy and all of our other members, we have well over 70 member companies that operate well over 100 plants, that they have access to the best technology. We see our role as making sure we provide you with the richest information, technology, context to make process and production decisions. But we also want all of your customers to really exploit and get the full value they can out of steel castings. So our goal is to make sure they have all the information too. So anybody who watches this video who has a steel casting question, they not only can contact us through you, but they can contact us directly at sfsa.org. But we're really not trying to get anybody to sign up or subscribe. You can't even join if you wanted to. You've got to be an operating foundry. So we're not trying to sell anything. we really are interested in developing the technology and developing the tools that help customers operate. And so our sort of core values is we believe that the personal to personal touch, the high touch sort of environment where you develop personal relationships are really incredibly valuable. And so our core value is to make friends. We think we're effective because the people who are doing university research, our foundry members, the customers who use it become our personal friends, and we communicate with them in an informal way, trying to answer their questions. It's not a bunch of non-disclosure agreements and proprietary technology. It's
Right.
friends talking about problems. And we see our mission as trying to help people solve problems. But to do that, I need friends that work at the university that know a lot more than I do about steel. So we want to make sure we do that. So that's really what we see. We see our role as serving the steel casting industry and helping the customers fully get the value out of the steel casting industry.
Hey, look, and as a user of those services, I can tell you that we've reached out to the universities, um, and or helped whenever they're doing one of their research projects. And you guys, we can't tell you how thankful we are for that. And and again, for just being willing to come on and do this. Um, we're going to land this one.
Sure.
Again, Raymond, thank you for your time today. Um, Cliffhanger is I'm the guy that you know says you're driving around and you pass by a building and you look and you see a big pile of steel and you go, oh, that's a steel plant. Um, Not all steel plants are created equal. And in one of the following episodes, Raymond and I are going to spend a few minutes and we're going to talk about what's the difference, in hopes that maybe you'll catch a glimpse and go, oh no, they do forging or they do casting or whatever, and these types of mills. Uh, Again, thanks, Raymond. And
Sure.
if you like this, if you have questions, if you have something you'd like for Raymond and I to discuss otherwise, feel free to leave it in the comments.
Sure.
Like it, share it, subscribe. Again, reach out. I'll put a link in my comments to the SFSA, their website, a wealth of knowledge. And then again, it'll be your way to, I'll put some contact info. So if you want to reach out and ask a question of someone in Raymond's organization, you can do that as well. Again, Raymond, thank you, and have a good day.